Welcome to Who's Your Mama, a podcast focusing on tomorrow's future, which are our kids, educators, teachers, parents, all encompassing with the goal of understanding that our brain is a muscle that we can exercise to control the speed in the direction that we want. Let's go, y'all. The time is now. Andre Carr, I would say welcome to Who's Your Mama, but you are part of Who's Your Mama.
Hello, Michelle.
So I want to introduce everyone to you. You are my ride or die. We've been together since the very beginning. So everyone meet Andre. He is
Hello.
the brains behind everything. I don't know what I would do without him. He is the director for social media and marketing for Who's Your Mama. And I joke that, but it's actually serious, that we have telepathy. It is such a beautiful working relationship when you can feel that somebody is inside your brain and you're bouncing things back and the synergy. So you and I talked about this. It was like, well, would you want to come on camera and we could talk a little bit so people could understand a bit more of behind the scenes? So thank you for being open to this.
Oh my gosh, of course. It is my pleasure. And I know we have a really special background, and Who's Your Mama has a really special background. So I'm very happy to be here to kind of, reminisce and talk a little bit about what is to come and reflect on the huge milestones that as the kind of mother of this, if you will, I think that actually leads into, kind of just, for the audience, how we built this kind of as a kickoff. Michelle and I always joke, and I always tell Michelle, which she is, as the founder, someone who has been very intentional about curating this brand in certain ways. Has morphed into something actually different than what it started as. And as Michelle and I both know, I mean, Who's Your Mama has gone through various phases and has landed on brain health is life health. And the two of us just know that is not only something that resonates with our audience, but it's the forefront, Michelle, of your background. And I know something that you are incredibly knowledgeable and passionate about. And you have really taught me so much through your knowledge in this industry and in this space. So it's crazy just where it started and where it's going.
I completely agree. I think that the vision that we had is the foundation has never changed. And everyone, you hear me talk about this. I'm a big believer. Water the grass where you're standing, spread the fertilizer, and water it beyond. And that is part of our logo. Is it looks to me, in my mind, is like hugging yourself and hugging those around you from a community aspect. And that takes on all sorts of different forms. And hence why we've had such diversity in the guests that have come on and continue to be blessed. And one of the things that we noticed that was happening between the two of us is you're great because I will scan things, and when the repetition, which can be used as a positive way or not. For me, if things are going over and over in my head about a particular topic, so I'll use, kids are obviously a huge, beautiful, hot, in the brightest way button for me, and especially in the arts. So we would talk, I would keep seeing things, calling all kids that play the drums or guitar or anything in that space, because what it does we talk about brain health is life health, energy hygiene, and igniting that. And even if you don't have the same resources, how can we put people together? So you would see these repetitions and then you would capture those things. And what that has done is attract people that have been on Who's Your Mama and have been kind enough to say, hey, I was thinking a lot about our conversation, which is great because I do, but for a guest to say that, and then people that would say, hey, I saw episode 7, which we are now officially, we have done 30 episodes.
Yes.
May was our 2-year anniversary. So 30 episodes in just a little over 2 years. And so more people are referring us and saying, hey, this is, if I'm thinking about this, here's somebody else that I know could expand and have that experience.
Exactly. Yeah.
What would you say is one of the key components to that synergy and the trust, not only that we have in each other, and but what how guests feel, because it is a huge leap of faith and trust to then a lot of them have their own businesses or that sort of thing. What would you say are some of the key components to that?
Yeah, I feel like it truly sometimes it feels like a superpower. I think we've noticed topics like in meetings that we will just ordinarily discuss that become much bigger conversations months later. And I think truly with that synergy that, and I think right in my role in the social media space, and fun fact for the audience, every single day, multiple times a day, Michelle and I are sending DMs. We are auditing various accounts on social media and just looking to see what inspires us. What are people talking about? And most importantly, Michelle's perspective on that. It's strategic. As a founder, we insert kind of a founder thought leadership angle there. And the synergy is that, Michelle, she is the superstar because she will deliver to me what she's thinking. I will take that and make it in a public external messaging type of way, right? And I think that works really well. And what that really makes me proud of, I think, in what we've been able to accomplish, and namely just, I know you mentioned 2 years, is, Who's Your Mama wants to start meaningful conversations, not just join them. And I think our synergy and the way we've approached, I was going to say just our, social media, but like, I think how you've led the brand follows that. And again, I mentioned the DMs, but truly, like, for those that are listening, I mean, Michelle, like, like a promo for Michelle, but like, check it out, because there's, very frequently, Michelle and Who's Your Mama, we find engagement and new voices and new faces in relationships from those comments that Michelle leaves on social media, and how we are transforming that, and from how Who's Your Mama is bouncing off of that. So I think it's really special. And I know that it's something I'm really proud of.
Oh, thanks, Andre. Well, it's just the tip of the iceberg. It's not that I think I know, it's already been written. I think that internal confidence, we do know that there's a difference between cocky and confident. It's not semantics and should not be used intertwinedly, if that's even a word. But in terms of the motivation, everyone comes from different backgrounds, but what is inside of us, everyone has that. It may just not be a natural fire in the belly, but someone or someone's are going to touch you, and it's going to ignite that spark within you. And what you can
Yes.
do and grow from that in all areas. I mean, said no adult ever. Gosh, here's some life skills that I wish I would have learned later in life. No, let's pay it forward and pay it backwards and all around, because the kids are our future. It manifests in different ways, but that mentoring type of it, to learn from each other, we can still grow at literally any age, and also help that foundational messaging of not just the kids, but everyone in between, because everyone can look up to somebody, and it's not just about age. It's not just about gender. What is a common ground universally is kindness. It's free,
Absolutely.
and it's priceless, but absolutely can create abundance. And if you don't know, you will. And so
Yes.
even if you see a little bit of the light, that's within you, and it will keep opening up and shine bright. And looking at you right now, that smile, y'all, when I tell you, I used to be, bless my heart, it's my age, that I was like these flippin' voice memos. But I was like, Michelle, be, I was like, be open to it. And I live for his voice memos.
Oh
It
my
it
gosh.
brightens my day. And like you said, we communicate a lot, and that's what works well for us. And just the way you see him and the way he smiles is exactly comes from the heart. He is a gift to me, and it wouldn't be Who's Your Mama without you, Andre. So thank you for coming on. We could do this all day long, but it's true, and we've gone through some ups and downs. But the authenticity and the core goal of what we're striving towards has never shifted. It's just continued to evolve and grow, and the mutual respect is there, and that is priceless. So
It really is. And I could not have said that better myself. I just, for everyone listening and watching, I think it's, no surprise that brain health connects really to almost everything, which gives us the opportunity to explore topics and associate things with it that people aren't always thinking about. And, I just want to remind everyone, maybe, closing with, Who's Your Mama is much more than just a podcast. And through the branding, I know Michelle has had various conversations with our third, I am 31, but, 30 amazing previous guests. And through every single conversation, it is clear that Who's Your Mama is a community platform that helps people think differently and connect more deeply and live with a specific type of intention. So and again, Michelle in many ways has inspired, led that, and continues to inspire many people, and our guests, all of those that we've spoken with, and all of those that will continue to be on Who's Your Mama. So I am thrilled for all that is to come.
and it's just the beginning. So just as well as I do, how we
Woo.
sign off is
Let's
let's go,
go, y'all.
y'all.
The
The time
time
is
is
now.
now. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you,
Thanks,
everyone.
Andre. Thank you for tuning into Who's Your Mama. And I look forward to collaborating from a community standpoint for the next episodes.